Hi guys, so I've got a quick video today on my bearded dragon tripod. So to get this out of the way, he does only have 3 legs. Now he had lost this leg before I actually got him. He is 2 years old and we believe that he lost his leg when he was a baby. Typically with bearded dragons, when they are very young, they are very fragile and they do lose limbs or even like their tail if they feel threatened or if they feel like they're under attack. They sometimes just sort of let that limb go and it's just so that they can sort of get away from the situation. Other than that, I have no knowledge on how his leg fell off, but it is 100% healed. As I said, he is a couple of years old and it did happen sort of over a year and a bit ago, so it is completely healed and there are actually sort of scales over the nub. Now as you can see, it doesn't stop him from climbing. He does move it as if the leg is still attached, but I think that's more of sort of maybe a reflex, but also it helps him to grip just because the sort of scales on the leg are still as scratchy as the rest of them, so he can still on most surfaces use it to sort of dig in and help him climb. So tripod is quite active, especially when he's warm. I have just taken him straight out of his vivarium, so he is really warm at the moment. Now, I'm not sure how much you know about reptiles and cold-blooded animals, but they do need sort of a constant source of heat just to make sure that everything inside them continues working. Now, bearded dragons, they can only feel heat through the top of their head, so they can't tell if they are lying on something warm or not, but it still has the same effect. If they're lying on something warm, it does make sure that their blood keeps pumping, and also it's really vital for their digestion and sort of just the normal bodily functions that us humans have, but we can do it sort of internally, whereas reptiles do need another source of heat just to help them do that. So during the day, Pod spends most of his time in his basking spot, which is, it's around 40 degrees Celsius, and then he does have quite a large vivarium. It's 4 feet long, so the other end is slightly cooler, which means that if he does get too hot, he can regulate his heat by sort of going and hiding down the cooler end. So when I first looked at dragons, I thought that they'd be really spiky just because of these obvious little spiky beard he has, but it's actually really soft and it does sort of move when you touch it. The rest of his body, I'm not saying he's a smooth animal, he is quite rough, but he's not sort of uncomfortable to hold, which means he is a good pet for younger children. The only thing to watch out for is his little fingernails, but the claws can, well, they should be cut and filed down every so often just to make sure they don't get too long and too uncomfortable for him. So my bearded dragon is definitely slightly camera shy. He likes to hide around the back of my neck. I don't think he's going to be sticking around for much longer, so I'm going to show you a few clips of his sort of day-to-day activities. Thank you so much for watching. There's a couple of things I did just want to mention. I apologise for my throat. I'm really ill at the moment, so I may sound slightly groggy. Secondly, I have broken my camera. Somehow it has, I think it's got dirty or something, but a lot of the functions have stopped working. I can't change the white balance, so I'm constantly stuck on tungsten, hence why I'm a slightly blue tone. I can't sort of film in a lot of settings, and if I just doing this today, it's quite a roundabout the houses sort of way of setting it up. I have to put it into a certain setting to focus it, a certain setting to get the right lighting, then move again, and it's just a lot of effort to just film. Now, although I can use my camera, it's definitely not practical. I can't keep it like this forever. It's only sort of a year or year and a half old, so I am going to go get it fixed. This weekend I'm hoping to sort of talk to an expert who's going to have a look at it, and then I'll be sending it off to get it fixed if it can't be resolved then. So please bear with me. I won't have as many videos up as I would like to have, but I have little option. I may try filming on my phone, but I have not tried it properly before, just because I've always had a camera due to the subjects I specialised in. If anyone has any questions about bearded dragons, I am in no way an expert, but I do have one, so I can sort of talk to you through experience. My dragon absolutely loves watching the cars, hence I think that's why he is trying to crawl over my shoulder, but whenever I sort of let him down, he always goes and sits on the cactuses behind me and watches the cars, so I think that may be why. So thank you for watching. I now have a lizard crawling up the back of my head. As I said, I don't know when I'll next be uploading, but I hope you have a great week, and hopefully I will see you before Christmas, but if not, have a happy Christmas. Bye!